Hello everybody, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Dark Souls. Last time, we made our character and left the undead, well, not the undead, the undead asylum. And in this episode, we're going to continue through Firelink Shrine, talk to some NPCs, and do some exploration around the area. Also get ourselves some items that we can get with our Master Key. So, without further ado, let's go. Also forgot to mention this, press select. Without that appearing, and you get our access to the gesture menu. We have point forward. We have currently a point forward, point up, point down, which a lot of people end up using. Beckon. Oh, hello, fellow player. That there was another player, by the way. So you can see their shadow. Because yes, this game is actually completely online. This game basically operates on an online system that is kind of smart. Basically, there are things called... When you're human, there are two things that can happen. One, you can find summon signs on the ground. Summon signs are basically a thing that allows you to, well, summon into another person's world and, well, yeah. Basically, you summon into another person's world and they're able to, basically they're able to help you fight things. And can be pretty darn useful. But there's also the other thing, where people can invade your land, well, not your land, invade your party, or your world, and try to kill you. You can also do the same thing to others. So, use that to your advantage. That's also what we'll also find little writings on the ground randomly through the game. Instead of them being in tutorials, they'll actually be red orange soapstone drawings drawn on the floor by other players, being a really cool mechanic, and again, one of my favorites in the Dark Souls series. But first, let's talk to Mr. Exposition here, known as the Crestfallen Warrior. Yep, he's back from Demon Souls. Again.
Well,
no longer a soul, but instead a person who speaks without his lips moving.
Must be a new arrival. Let me guess. Fate of the undead, right? Well, you're not the first. But there's no salvation here. You'd have done better to rot in the undead asylum. But too late now. Well, since you're here, let me help you out. There are, actually, two bells of awakening. One's up above in the undead church. The other is far, far below, in the ruins at the base of Blight Tower.
I remember the bells of awakening in the prophecy.
And something happened. Brilliant, right? Not much to go on. But I have a feeling that won't stop you. So, off you go. It is why you came, isn't it? To this accursed land of the undead.
Now, he might seem like his dialogue's over, but talk to him again.
Ah, your face. You're practically hollow. I don't know. Going hollow could solve quite a bit.
Keep talking, until he runs out of dialogue. Remember, the same as Demon Souls.
What? Restoring your humanity? Well, there are a few ways to go about it. Collected bit by bit from corpses. Or you can butter up a cleric and get yourself summoned. And the quickest way, although I never do it, is to kill a healthy undead.
And steal it from someone else's world.
Its
Or kill an NPC.
Coveting thy neighbor is only human, after all.
No, it isn't. It is very much a sin.
What are you looking at? Don't try anything clever. You might regret
Now, don't
it.
worry. I'm not gonna fight you yet.
What? You want to hear more? Oh, that's all we need. Another inquisitive soul. Well, listen carefully then. One of the bells is up above in the undead church, but the lift
Keep
is
your fingers
broken.
off of the
You'll have to climb the stairs
ER
up the ruins
one and RB
and
right
access the
there.
undead burn through the waterway. The other bell is back down below the undead berg, within the plague-infested Blight Town. But I'd die again before I step foot in that cesspool.
Hmm.
Bloody hell, what is it now? You ask too many questions.
Okay, talk to him again.
Hmm? What now? I'm not up for chatting. Leave me
I'm
alone.
pretty sure he's done now. Though you want to talk to him every time you go back to Firelink Shrine after you do something important, because he will add new dialogue. Same with another character up there, who was originally supposed to not be there originally. Also, that crow that picked us up there. He'll Lord admire the crow later, with some theories about it in a bit. But over here is 3 humanity. You can pick up from that. Well, the butt crack of that undead. And let's go explore Firelink a bit, because there's some items we can find around here. Up there is the way into the Undead Burg. We could go that way, but that is the way forward, so I won't be going that way. Instead, we'll be exploring everywhere and getting some items. Over there's a bottomless pit. Don't drop down there, you will die. Also, be wary of the camera. The camera in this game is kind of weird. Also, there's an empty chest over there. I'm guessing there was supposed to be something in there, but it was removed. Also, I wonder if that is supposed to be, Gwyn's wife. Or maybe it's supposed to be Gwendolyn? Oh, not Gwendolyn. Guinevere, sorry. Yes, all of Gwyn's family has the name Gwyn in it. Don't ask. Anyways, over here, by the way, I think is an item, so... There was a character in there later. Oh yeah, there's an item here. Firebombs. I forgot to show off what firebombs are. Firebombs! Bisque urn filled with black powder explodes, inflicting fire damage. Relatively powerful ranged weapon, especially in situations called for fire damage. Very prescient item at very low levels. Many warriors use these to augment their strategic repertoire. Not that useful to me, so I will be disconnecting this. Boop. Over here, some dialogue. Gestures, yeah. That was the last tutorial in the game, I'm pretty sure. Because over here is Petrus of Thorland.
Hello there.
Who's really supposed to appear in the depths. Well, not the depths,
I am Petrus of Thorland. Have
a later
you
area.
business with us? If not, I prefer to keep a distance, if possible.
Sorry.
Hello there. I realize that I have requested that we retain our distance. But I also want you to know that it is not meant in ill will. Here, take
Not in
this
ill will, I see.
as a token of peace. No, go ahead. It's for
Are you
you.
sure? Thank you, cleric. And we got a copper coin. Copper coins are a copper coin of Old Man McLaughy. Old coin made of copper. Its face shows Old Man McLaughy, god of medicine and drink. Wow, it's awfully called him Old Man then. Even coins of great value in the world of men have little value in Lordran, where accepted currency is souls. Those who dream of returning to the outside world are fond of carrying these around. But they're undead, so they won't do that. Because there's no way to cure undeath other than death
my.
and hollowness.
You again. Oh, I know. How about this? I have to await my companions here anyway. So what if I were to teach you some miracles? Would that please you?
Yeah, yeah.
Very well. Then first, a covenant with the gods.
And we have the ability to join a covenant. We have no covenant currently, but this covenant is the Way of the White. The Way of the White. Which basically makes it easier matchmaking for co-op and gives you less invasions. That's all it does. If you're a knight or a cleric, you start with the Way of the White covenant because you're from Astora. So, yeah. Members of the Way of the White are matched up with each other much more easily, and they're also suspected to be connected with the Warrior, Sunlight, and Princess Guard covenants for online play. But yeah, it also removes the amount of invaders, which are basically enemy players joining your game. Yeah. Basically, Way of the Whites are only invaded. There's no other potential targets for invasion. Which is pretty cool. And there are also no... this is also one of the only covenants with no ranks in, yeah. Now, there was originally some developed in the game's files, but there's no way to increase it, or any way to really do anything, but we should get an achievement for doing that. So, cool thing for now.
Now let
Me share my miracles.
Only, their ultimate effectiveness will be determined by your efforts and your faith.
I think there's a problem. I technically worship chaos, which is kind of the opposite of your faith. Sorry. Anyways, from Petrus we can get a couple of good miracles, which is pretty cool at the start, but not much we can do with that for now. But anyways, let's read them. So, first miracle, Great Heal. Great miracle cast by advanced clerics restores high HP. Great Heal excerpt borrows from not only several verses of Great Heal, as a result it can only be cast a stark few times. And by stark, they mean one. Anyways, before you having to restore it at a bonfire. Anyways, it costs 14 strength, 14 of your faith in order to build. Homeward. Great miracle cast by advanced clerics return to last bonfire rested. Basically is the use of a homeward bone, not that good. Would normally link to one's homeland, only the curse of the undead has distorted its power, redirecting casters to a bonfire. Or perhaps for undead, this serves as home? 18 faith. Force. Pretty good miracle. Common miracle amongst cleric knights. Creates shockwave. This quick acting miracle inflicts no damage, but repels foes back in defense against arrows. Cleric knights use this miracle when charging into enemy mobs. It does no damage, but again, it's pretty darn good for knocking enemies off cliffs and deflecting projectiles. And then it also has 12 faith cast requirement. Seek guidance. 5 uses, but miracle of clerics on an undead mission. Displays more guidance from other worlds. Basically makes it so there's more like orange soapstone drawings. Guidance facilitates communication between undead, but their value varies greatly. A balance of faith and wisdom is required. And then lastly is the Heal spell. Elementary miracle cast by clerics restores HP. To cast a miracle, the caster learns a tale of the gods and says a prayer to be blessed by its revelation. Heal is the shortest of such miraculous tales. Because yes, heal miracles are literally just reading scripture. They are scripture. They also seem to have a different. If you pay attention, they actually seem to have an image in the back of it, which is pretty darn cool. Which seems to be different per miracle. Huh, neat. Anyways, here's the talismans. Talismans basically are a specific item that's basically Thorland. The talismans have lower faith scaling. Wow. Anyways, talismans are basically the example of the Pyromancy Flame for us miracle users. They are pretty darn good, but I'm not a miracle user, so I have no use for them. Though I could use it if I decide to put any miracles in my inventory, because they're fairly light. 0.3. But let's read them. Thorland Miracle, weapon type talisman, attack type strike, mediums for casting miracles of the gods. This talisman is only granted to high-ranging Thorland clerics. This has high miracle adjustment, which, thanks to divine protection, is not dependent on faith. So it's useless then. Anyways. Oh, I see. No, it's useless then. Medium for casting miracles of the gods. Standard is talisman issued to common believers. Equip talisman to cast miracles. Attune miracles list from scrolls to a bonfire. Most miracles have a limited number of uses. Same as a Pyromancy Flame. You can also enter the covenant. Well, we can also learn a gesture from Petrus. The shrug gesture. And we can also talk to him more.
My companions are Milady and her young knights. She is young, but burdened by an undead mission. We are her defenses. To keep
I'll be trying to join most of the covenants, by the way, just to let you know that.
An undead mission? Regrettably, I cannot share that with you. But you are my pupil. Perhaps if you show your faith.
And by show your faith, he means bribe him. No.
I'm afraid that may be difficult, for our missions are sacred.
If you, I'm just going to say this, if you aren't a part of the Way of the White, instead it would be 2,000.
Come again. The effectiveness of the teachings depend upon
If
your
I can
faith.
get it, I will, because I can find some around the area, some souls that we can just use. But I also want to smash these pots because it's fun. Hey, have it, make the engine run a little bit smoother. Or, not smoother, but a little lag a bit. Anyways, anyways, up here is the elevator that's not working, that they were talking about, which would have led into the Undead Parish. But, oh no, it was the Undead Parish, not the Undead Burg. Undead Burg's later area. Sorry about that. Which would lead to there, but we can't. Anyways, there's the Soul of the Lost Undead. Basically being a soul that we can use to use. Soul of the Lost Undead who is long gone hollow, used to acquire souls. Souls are the source of all life, and whether undead or even hollow, one can seem to seek them. So let's use it. Pop it. And get 2,000 souls. To get 200 souls. Not much, but there's better ones that we get.
I will teach.
Fuck.
I'm afraid that may be.
Bruh.
I'm afraid that may.
Maybe if we quit and rejoin? Alright. By the way, ignore IHWIFDW. That is a random character I made just to test if this game worked or not. Because that was a test character.
Oh, I'm afraid that.
Boo! I can't get it. Okay, messed it up. Sorry about that. Let's keep finding some things. Hopefully I can remember where they all are. Because there is a lot of items here. I'm just going to say that. A lot of items. Over here's another item. On this pillar. Right? Nope. Never mind. I thought there was. Oh, here it is. That's a Soul of Lost Undead. Let's use that immediately. Crunch. Over there is the cemetery. That we'll be getting there. We'll be doing a suicide run into there later. But for now, let's keep looting things. Also, hello, Crow. Which may or may not be named Velka. But anyways. Velka's a character we'll talk about later, though. Because they are important to the lore a bit. But they're important to lore, but never actually appear in-game. Well, physically set in-game. Soul of Lost Undead. Crush it. I'm missing some items. I know I am. That's what I'm trying to look for. Because there's a weapon in here that I can get. I just need to remember how to get to it. Because again, it has been about a year since I played a Dark Souls game. Actually, more than a year. The last time I beat one was in May well, actually, the last time I played was Demon Souls. But before that, it was May of 2022, where I beat well, this game for the first time. Actually, was it this year? Actually, no. Yeah, it might have been this year. Sorry. Darn you! I smashed your pillar. Alright. Oh, I think I see it. Oh, yeah, here. I think I messed up the jump bit, but I think I can get it. They just move around here, and boom. They around here to open some chests, containing a cracked red eye orb, which allows you to invade a player. To beat the master of the world you've invaded to acquire humanity. The cracked red eye orb allows players to temporarily imitate this ability, normally limited to the Dark Wraiths of Kath. Who's Kath? We won't meet him this playthrough, probably, but maybe another. Or maybe I will. I don't know. Who knows? Anyways, a talisman and a morning star for free, so you don't need to buy one. But we do get a morning star, which is a better physical weapon, but a worse dex one. So but I will keep equipping the hand axe because it is better. It has no dex scaling versus mine, which does. Also, but the thing about the morning star is it has bleed damage. Bleed is an effect that's pretty darn good in Dark Souls. Basically, if you hit an enemy enough times, sometimes it fills in a meter that you cannot see, but when it's filled, it does a crap ton of damage, about like 25% of their HP in damage, which is pretty darn good. Auto attack hammer, attack type thrust. A hammer with a sharp spike on his pommel. One of the more barbaric cleric weapons. Uniquely, this hammer deals thrust damage and causes bleeding. Does piercing. Anyways, and here is the last one of them, which is the Homeward Bone. Also, gotta go to you. Homeward Bones. Bone fragment reduced to white ash. Return to a last bonfire used for resting. Bonfires are fueled by the bones of the undead. In rare cases, the strong urge of the previous owners to seek bonfires and chance their bones with that other homeward instinct. Alright, so boop, 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 boop. Alright. I'm missing the Lloyd talismans, which is the last one that I'm missing, but I don't know where it is. I'm really trying to go for most treasures, by the way. Oh, there it is. And that's the graveyard. Lloyd talisman. Prevents S's recovery within a limited area. But also doesn't mention is that it also can disable mimics. Sorry. Talisman utilized by all Father Lloyd's cleric knights to hunt down the undead. Blocks S's recovery within a limited area. Yes, in the outside world, the undead are accursed creatures, and Lloyd's cleric knights are widely praised for their undead hunt. This Celeste talisman unblocks undead recovery, allowing knights to fight with impunity. It's kind of sad. It makes sense, though, why they're afraid, because, again, hollowing is a nasty process, which makes people go insane, and they're an insane immortal. Because the undead are kind of immortal, you know? But anyways, drop down to into here and sprint out of here, because these skeletons are alive. Oh yeah, there's a red soapstone location there. Someone placed there for fun. Who knows what it says, but I will find out later. Soapstones are pretty fun to use, by the way. Though I never actually had the chance to use it because I've never played this game online before. Every time I played it was offline. Because we were going to have to run across the graveyard. Now here's one thing I'm going to say. I usually don't lose my souls, which is nice, but let's try and level up before we go there. Dex. Or vitality might be more useful. Actually, no, dexterity up as fast as possible is best. Alright, let's sprint. I want to be able to equip 5 spells and, or more, and have good vitality, dex, and endurance, because endurance lets me pick better armor. Let's roll down here, see what this says. Try jumping. Okay, these are skeletons. They are pretty darn dangerous, so run around them. A ton of items we can get here. But let's just get some by running around all these guys. Caduceus round shield. Large soul of large undead. Also of large undead. I'm pretty good at dodging these guys, mainly because I've done this run back a lot. Homeward boning is pretty darn good if you need to. Binoculars. That's a large skeleton. Those guys are most dangerous out of the skeletons that we fight. What we want to get here is the base cannon. Ow. Ouch. We're missing one. We got four of 5, which is pretty good in one attempt, which is darn good. But getting surrounded by enemies kind of overtakes all, you know, kind of hard to escape, you know, complete surrounding. Though it is possible to kill these guys, it is pretty easy to do. Well, actually pretty hard, but because we don't do much damage to them, sadly. Yet. Throwing fireball. But our fireballs do a lot of damage, which is good. Okay, I missed. Get out of the way. 50 souls each, not worth really killing them, but hey, gets them out of the way. That's the important part. Okay, we can get this swing spear, and we also get our souls back. If we die, we can go back to an area we died and get our souls back, which is pretty darn useful. So you want to get your souls back as much as possible. Also, be wary. Sprinting takes your stamina. Help me! Help! I actually love that try jumping thing. Because it's a joke. If you jump down, because basically the Dark Souls community has a huge sense of humor, where basically the community will put on purpose things that are which will actually hurt you. Try tough enemy. Which basically will purposely hurt you, like putting fatty somewhere where it's a place you can't fit, even though it looks like you could. That try tough enemy there, that is basically because if you hit the, let's say if you hit him, he's not going to take it well and will basically slaughter you, and basically be a permanent enemy here. Though I want him alive, because why not? Alright, let's see what the new weapons we got. We got the Wing Spear, which is a new dex weapon. We can't equip it though, sadly. We need 13 strength and 15 dex. We could probably wield it if we do wield it, because of how dual wielding works in this game. Yeah, we would. But we aren't able to use it because of our dex cap. But anyways, let's read the Wing Spear. A pretty good weapon, by the way. Has E scaling in strength, but a good C scaling in dex. So, and also it's a spear weapon, being able to hit behind shields. A long hilted spear with a barbed point, long reach, and can be used with shields up. Effective against hard exteriors and hits for high damage at the right moment of an enemy swing, but the hit radius is small and easily blocked with shields. The Caduceus Round Shield. Round wooden shield crafted in Lordran, dedicated by the ancient blue Caduceus. The giant trees in Lordran are distant offspring of the great stone arch trees. This shield inherits their properties, and the wood greatly reduces magic damage, as you can see by its high magic defense. Also, it's a pretty good shield to use, actually, because look, at its at 85 physical, basically pretty darn good for a light shield. Like it vary, and also good magic resistance. That's pretty good, actually. Much better than this shield, in every way. But I like the hatchet. Anyways, in here is the legendary Base Cannon, the strongest weapon in the game. The strongest, one of the not the strongest, the strongest ultra great sword in the game. If you know why I call it the Base Cannon and not the Zweihander, good on ya. You know what a Giant Dad is. I actually played with the Giant Dad once. It is pretty funny. Go Giant Dad. Go Giant Dad. Go. Anyways, Zweihander. Insane physical damage, insane physical blocking, and even better, is that its R2 move flattens enemies. Also, if you want to see what happens if you can't properly wield a weapon and you try to, yeah, can't wield it really that well. Anyways, let's show off the Morning Star if I had to show that off. Basically, it's the same as the hand axes. They're a little weaker. There's a hammer. Also takes a lot more dex. Boom. Though it is pretty useful two-handed. I'll be sticking with currently my axe, and we can't equip this. So basically, we can use the full moveset, but we can't actually hit anything with it because it'll just bounce off. Because I was. Let's not use a spear, undead man. Okay. There. But we're not going to be using the wing spear, we're going to instead be using our hand axe. Alright. Level up all with their soft souls, and also the hard souls, because why not? Also, didn't we get a new type of soul? No, we just got more large lost and dead souls, so we'll pop those. Oh, wait, no, that's a new. Large soul of a large undead. Large soul of a lost undead who once gone hollow. Souls the source of life, whether undead or hollow. Wants to use a seek him. So let's pop that in order to get about 1,000 souls to heal up at level up again at a bonfire. Let's do dex. Anyways, no, let's do HP probably because we're gonna be sprinting through a area full of enemies. So we want HP. Which, yeah, we now have a good amount of HP. And we'll be heading downward this time. Because now we're going to be using our good old exploration skills in Master Key to get some things. Over here is Anastasia of Astora, a handmaiden who, well, not a handmaiden, a firekeeper. She basically is the one who's keeping that bonfire up there lit. And if she dies, the bonfire will go out, making Firelink Shrine no longer safe. She cannot speak, for her tongue has been cut out of her mouth, and is voluntarily or involuntarily, so she didn't curse against the gods and lose her firekeeper status. And then she was barred behind a wall, so she couldn't get away from the fire thing. A horrible existence for the firekeeper. We can also reinforce her Estus Flask here, which basically makes it so we heals more. We also try to talk, but we can't do anything with that then. So, yeah. Also forgot to talk about the binoculars, didn't I? Binoculars. One of the items that we could have started with. Binoculars made of brass use a pure distance scenery. This advanced device was built by a famous craftsman in Astora. Its utility is singular, but its applications many. The value of these specs depend greatly on the imagination of their owners. Alright, let's head down to New Londo Ruins. Or the New Londo Water Park, which started about 100 years ago. Or 1,000, whatever it is. Not 100. Actually, no, probably a couple thousand. The New Londo Water Park starts today! Sorry, I love that video. Anyways. Pull that quote. Anyways. And now we head down into an area we won't be really doing anything with until near endgame. But welcome to New Londo. A flooded city, which was destroyed for accessing the Life Seeker ability, or the Soul Seal. But anyways, over here is a corpse with the soul of a nameless soldier. Soul of a nameless undead soldiers gone gone hollow. These require souls. Souls are the source of a life, and whether undead or even hollow, going to continue to seek them. We'll be using that later, because we want to wait, so we can use some souls. We can also kill this guy in order to get some souls. Be careful of hollows. They still can do a lot of damage to you if you're not careful. New Londo Ruins. New Londo Ruins used to be the city of humans that used to exist in Lordran long ago. But again, its kings were given the power of life drain, and so the keepers of the seal flooded the entire town in order to keep it at bay. We'll find out more of how they acquired it, and who were the people who did later. Anyway, here's a guy here.
You haven't lost your head, and more importantly, you're free. How on earth? Well, I shouldn't pry. I'm Rickett of Vinheim.
Hello, Rickett.
I was once an established smith. Look at me now. Can you believe it?
Rickett of Vinheim. He's a blacksmith.
What is it? Have you? Oh no. Don't worry. I've no intention of escaping. It's safe here. Can't bear the thought of going hollow out there. Although, I must admit, I've not much to occupy myself. How about it? I could forge your weapons, albeit with rather minimal tools. I'll show you what made me the best in Vinheim.
Yes, he is the best blacksmith in Vinheim. Now, you can modify your equipment, but we have no weapons for ascension, which basically is a mechanic where basically if we get, if we have a +5 weapon, we can ascend it to the next rank. He specializes in Magic Ember, which basically is an ember that allows one to, well, make magic weapons. We can also reinforce weapons, making our weapons with Titanite shards, the ability to upgrade our weapons to make them do more damage, instead changing it to 88 to our scaling and making it do a lot more damage. We can also do the same thing to our straight sword hilt, but for the love of God, why would you do that? Anyways, we can do it to any weapon in the game, including our weapons, our armors and shield too. We also repair our equipment with minimal souls. We'll also repair our hand axe, even it's just minor damage, but still, why not? It's like 2 souls. We also purchase items. From him, we can purchase sorcerer gear. The heavy soul arrow, a soul sorcery emphasizing power, fires heavy soul arrow, more powerful but also slower sorcery, difficult to use due to long cooldown and limitation on the number of castings. Oi, it's pretty bad. Soul arrow is much better. Elementary sorcery, fires soul arrow. Soul arrow deals magic damage, making them effective against iron armor, tough scales, and other physically resilient materials. A pretty good spell. Though there are better out there. This is basically the equivalent of a one-handed strike with a sword. Anyway, Sorcerer Catalyst, which is basically your average Catalyst, has E strength, but has some really good magic adjust, some of the best in the game. Fun fact, if you want to do the most magic damage, just straight up magic damage, you want to keep the Sorcerer's Catalyst until a certain point where you meet a certain man. Weapon type Catalyst, attack type Strike, which is the blocking part of it. Sorcerer Catalyst used by the Sorcerers of Vinheim Dragon School. Equip Catalyst use sorceries, attune sorceries from the scroll at a bonfire. Most sorceries have a limited number of uses. Yada yada yada. Oh, I forgot to talk to you.
What weapons have you?
Let's talk to talk.
There's nothing to talk about. We're both cursed, undead. But what's there really to moan about? What? We're both.
Oh.
Come back soon. Smithing helps soothe my nerves. Don't let me wither away out of idleness.
During my first playthrough of this game, Rickert was a character I actually visited. Rickert was a character I visited a lot in the game. Because he gives magic forging, which basically allows you to have do magic damage on your weapons, which is pretty darn good. Also, just kill these guys, put them out of their misery. Also, by the way, you see that mark on their chest, that kind of twisted mark. That is the dark sign, a sign basically of a person going hollow, and basically is basically where basically it's a sign of the undead. All undead have it, including us. If I can take off my chest piece. Okay, no, yeah, you see. You can see it on my chest right there, over my heart. It'll disappear when we turn back human, though most of the time we'll stay undead. Also, you can combo attacks, by the way, I forgot to mention that. Like comboing a heavy attack to a light attack. Over here is the S-Tuck, a good dex weapon, and a really, really long-range rapier. S-Tuck. We cannot wield it because we don't have the necessary dex. We are one less away, but we would, if we could, we would. So, the S-Tuck. The largest of the thrusting swords can pierce an armor knight in one thrust. The blade is also sharp, allowing slicing as well. A pretty good weapon for the rapier build. Also, we have rings, by the way. We don't have any equipped, so let's just keep going. Because we're about to do a bit of a run. Well, in a bit, but we are instead going to break open that pot with that guy in it in order to get an item. Ow, frick. No. Be careful about that basically whirling blade. He basically turns into a blender and will stretch your HP up like crazy. Alright. Transient Curses. Transient Curses are a really good item. Temporary Curse allows engagement with ghosts. Limb of a victim of a curse. Temporary curse allows engagement with ghosts. The only way to fight back against the ghosts who are cursed beings is to become cursed oneself. The safest method, however, is dreadful, is to cut off an arm of the dead. Yep. But there are other ways of doing that, like becoming cursed in this game, or using cursed weapons, like the cursed sword of Artorias. But now we're going to make a suicide run. Sprint! Sprint! Into New Longa Ruins, because over here, you see that thing over there? Pretty sure we have to, not run through the water. Run over here. Run, no, not there, not there. Those ghosts are gonna start forming. There. Run! Run! Firekeeper Soul. Get me out of here! It was... Okay, never mind. Yeah, those are the ghosts of New Londo, the people who died by the flooding, but are unable to pass on due to lifesteal shenanigans. But we got the Firekeeper Soul. You aren't supposed to get that usually unless you suicide run into the ruins. I have managed to get back there once before, though it isn't likely. I managed to do that in my one playthrough. Anyways, let's re-equip the Homeward Bones, and we're not going back there to get our souls. Heck no. Also, do not use your Firekeeper Soul. Do not use one. It is a horrible idea. Soul of a long-lost Firekeeper. Each Firekeeper is a corporeal manifestation of her bonfire, and a draw for the humanity which is offered to her. Her soul is gnawed by infinite humanity, and can boost the power of precious Estus Flax. It can also be used to gain humanity and restore HP at the cost of losing the Firekeeper Soul to reinforce the Estus Flax. Never use a Firekeeper Soul, ever. I'm being completely honest. Never ever use it. Never ever use it. Never ever use one. You want to reinforce your Estus Flask. Use the Miscellaneous Soldier instead for 800 souls. And instead, we're going to prefer S-Tuck, by the way, instead of the old hand axe, because why not? It scales better with... It's technically weaker, but hey, thrusting damage is cool. Here's how the S-Tuck's moveset. Basically a bunch of stabs. A stabbing dash. A slash attack. And some pretty good thrust moves. And... you know what? Okay. I'll be equipping the S-Tuck for now because it is a good weapon. But let's go to the Firekeeper. Any Firekeeper, and reinforce the Estus Flax using the Firekeeper Soul. For the love of God, use the Firekeeper Soul. So now our Estus Flax are reinforced, having an extra 100 healing on top of what they originally had. So now we heal 200 HP, which is more than enough to fully heal us. Oops. Or almost fully heal us. Pretty good. Now we are going to use our Master Key. I know I'm being kind of slow and explaining a lot of things and reading a lot of things, but anyways, if the elevator is down, pull this to go up to set it back up. There are ways to set it back up using just stepping on the button and getting off real quick in order to make it a little easier. I am really grateful for the mechanic added in the remaster, though, as much as the graphics were kind of lessened. The ability to hold the down button and instantly warp to your first item is pretty darn good. Really used for Estus Flasks. When you have like 5 items equipped, instead of having to mash the button and knowing where exactly where you are, you instead just use it. Also, by the way, if you noticed, this thing takes way, and I mean this, I say this, way less stamina. Also, we're still we're fast rolling now. Okay, good. Fast rolling. Anyways, open this gate. Actually, we'll head there later. Yeah. I'm thinking about heading back here later because it is cooler. Okay, and of course my cat's like, give me attention now. Get girl. Anyways, you know what? I said I would do it. Master key. Now, you're not supposed to do this until later, but because we have the master key, we can do this. Head up here. Head across this little plank of wood. Over there is Blighttown, by the way, if you want to fight. Bring the second Bell of Awakening. Ignore all the items, just keep sprinting. Actually, no, we do actually want to get this. You see that undead dragon? And it won't activate unless you hit it. Or if you lose that stored great sword. I think use. Stop. Grab the soul on the right first, by the way, for the soul of the Proud Knight. It won't activate if you grab the soul, just the equipment. So the long lost undead knight who is long gone hollow, can acquire souls, yada 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 yada. Alright, over here are the other two items. The sword, great sword, and the Dragon Crest shield. Now you want to sprint away. Who's gonna sprint? Okay, never mind. Sit down. Okay, now things are gonna be permanently awake, so we're gonna have to deal with that. Alright. Let's go look at what we got, though. You know, the Historic Great Sword is a good faith weapon. Basically, yeah, scaling with faith, strength, and dex. Basically being a neutral weapon if you want. Good for the start of a faith build. Straight sword from an unknown knight, likely one of Astora's superiors, high quality weapon with a powerful blessing. And there's also the shield, which is the Dragon Crest shield, a really good shield. Shield of a nameless knight, likely a high knight of Astora. Once the dragon tinted blue shields, the Dragon Crest shield greatly reduces. One of these shades of blue shield, the Dragon Shield greatly reduces fire damage. And as you can see, it has 100% physical damage resistance and 85% fire. Being pretty darn good for defense, actually. If you want to, also, if you really wanted to, you can attack physically with shields. I would like to say, why the heck would you do that? But, hey, you can. Unless you're doing a challenge run, I recommend you do not do that. Alright, that. Ooh, ooh. Oh yeah, I forgot. It's instead of a kick, you have a weird parry move where basically you walk backwards and like with a slash. Pretty cool. Now I could try and kill the dragon with my fireballs. Fireballs? I don't think I'm strong enough. Like, I'm not strong enough at all. I knew back in, like, I waited a long time to defeat it with my sorcerer until it had a great soul spear, I think. Or a great Sprayer soul spear, and also, well, call me soul mass, which is extremely broken against PvP. Well, PvE actually, it's like PvP not so much. Let's see. Fireball! That didn't work at all. Fireball! Okay. It's gonna breathe poison everywhere. Of this. In order to get across it, in order to avoid it. Now we need to do that every time. We need to head past. But here's the thing: our troubles are not over yet because we have to deal with the drakes. Winged drakes. They drop dragon scales very rarely, but are very dangerous foes. Which means lightning. They're descendants of the dragons that were killed in the intro. They are really annoying enemies to fight. So I'm just gonna run past him and head up there to this area. Please, for the love of God, make it. Okay, go. Step on the switch. Ha! Take that, stupid dragons. And head up here. Do I have... Oh, I have a Soul Proud Knight I forgot to use. Because up here, we're now in another area. The Dark Root Basin. But we will be using this bonfire and resting up here. Because we'll be fighting a lot of enemies. Well, an enemy, real quick. Use the 2,000, a free 2,000 souls. And level up. We'll level up our dex a bit. And also our vitality. Or should I do endurance? Vitality is probably more important along with damage. Because outside of here is our first Black Knight encounter. Black Knights are a recurring enemy in Dark Souls 1, basically appearing a lot in this game. They are basically, you know, I could try and use the Dragon Crest shield and use, parries. Ow. I failed that one. I suck at parries, by the way, just to let you know that. I am horrible at parrying. Okay, I ate that one for breakfast. Oop! And I got poked through a wall. Of course. I think you can tell I don't use shields. Anyways, yeah. We'll be fighting this guy for a bit. I am going to be completely honest with you. Because I suck at fighting on Black Knights. Do we spawn facing the elevator? Okay. It is meant to be a way to go back to the elevator. But yeah. Why am I... Do I have to... Okay, I'm fat rolling, okay. That makes sense. Or medium roll. Get behind an enemy and you can backstab him. Which is a pretty good mechanic. Well, cheesy mechanic, I have to say. Yeah, it's the easy way in order to defeat Black Knights in this game. Well, get behind them, stab. Get behind one, stab. Oh hey, a cliff. There goes that guy. And we get a Black Knight's halberd. Okay then, that is one of the best weapons in the entire game. A rare drop from Black Knights. And a really good strength weapon that I can't use because I'm going dex. Ugh. Anyways, Black Knight halberd. Weapon, type halberd. Attack type / halberd of the Black Knights who wander Lordran used to face chaos demons. The large motion when it puts the weight of the body into the attack reflects the great size of their adversaries long ago. Because yes, that is the thing about the... what the frick? About the Black Knights is that they were basically a aesthetic group of knights meant to fight demons. It's more in vitality, but I'm going to do 1 vitality. By the way, just letting you know, this is the HP I finished Dark Souls at. 14. Because I never leveled a vitality. Like, my thing was basically just, okay, if I get hit, just use an Estus, but... anyways. Alright, let's level up, not Attunement. By the way, just letting you know, each time you use souls, the soul requirement goes up. So don't waste. I need to Google something real quick. Be right back. Alright, I'm good for strength. I was just making sure if I actually had enough strength to use my weapon I wanted. Alright, let's get our stamina and our HP, our vitality up. Yeah, vitality. We'll up dex a little bit later when we actually start getting our weapon. But yeah. We also could keep that in order to get certain souls. But anyways, let's go check out that blue Titanite chunk. Titanite chunks are a equipment item. Blue is meant for magic weapons. 9 plus reinforced magic weapons, or 9 plus or plus 4 reinforced magic enchanted weapon. Titanite chunk for a powerful for weapon reinforcement. Dual Titanite has a powerful magical energy. With the discovery of chunks in Lordran, the race to locate the legendary slabs has begun. But could they be mere myth? No. They are not. Anyways, wrong way. Anyways, over here is one of the best items in the entire game. The Grass Crest Shield. One of the best shields in the entire game, not so much for its defensive properties, but for instead its, well, by the way, it also does have really good defensive properties, 95% physical, pretty good fire, pretty good lightning, and pretty good magic, but its real benefit is in its special effect. The Grass Crest Shield, old medium metal shield of unknown origin. The Grass Crest is slightly imbued with magic, which slightly speeds stamina for recovery. It will move by slightly, they mean a lot. So, and it doesn't even have to be equipped doesn't even have to be fully equipped. It just needs to be on your person, aka on your back now. Because look how much faster our stamina recovers. Pretty fast, basically instantly now. But yeah, now we need to go up the basin. Head up the basin. We can head up there. Goes over here is the actual basin. Up there is the Undead Burg. We'll be heading that area next episode. But there we are. Head this way. I don't know where we had to go. Head up here. Watch out for that, for a twinkling lizard. Also over here is the Hunter set. Yes, this is where the Hunter class died, canonically, when you didn't pick this class, because you find all of his gear here. Yep, all of it. Including the leather armor. It's better physical defense, but lower magic and fire defense. And his higher weight. Armor made of soft leather, very common type of protective gear. So our tire leather is better. And then there's leather gloves. Gloves made of soft leather, and leather boots. Very common protective gear. I'm also going to quit out and rejoin real quick, because I want to see if I can respawn that creature that's here that we never weren't able to find before. Also, I'm deleting you. IHWIFD for Flame Hyanard. There should be a creature that spawns near here, but it can respawn if you reload a save. Did you spawn in? Frick! Ow, my feet. Let's see where this crystal lizard is. There's crystal lizard. Crystal lizards are basically a creature that... Basically, they're a return creature of demon souls. Kill them, and you'll get yourself Twinkling Titanite and a Titanite chunk. Also, there goes the crystal lizard into the abyss. It goes. Titanite chunk, basically 14 plus weapon restoration and 4 plus crystal lightning weapons. Titanite chunks for weapon reinforcements not found outside Lordran. With the discovery of chunks in Lordran, the race... Okay, yeah. This weapon reinforcing Titanite is imbued with a partially powerful energy. Reinforced weapons that cannot be normally reinforced to +5. We'll be needing this, by the way, later. After this Titanite was peeled from its slab, it's said that it received a special power, but its specific nature is not clear. Also, that's just the power of pyromancy there. Ooh. Also, I forgot to check out the longbow, I just realized. Longbow. You're not able to wield external decks for it, but... Large bow, particularly used for experienced hunters, equipped arrows to use. Whole bow, and out press LB to aim. Aim for heads for humanoid foes. Up LT and RT to change types of arrows. We also check out arrows with the feather arrow. Red arrow, feather arrows are the Lord's hunters. Their long range makes them effective for sniping. Sprint me, sprint! There's a light up there, but that's not where we're going. I do not know the name of every enemy in this game, so if I get some of them wrong, I'm sorry. Like, there's an enemy up here that I probably will get wrong. Which are these guys. These plant guys. Ow, it is. Drink Estus, please, because I'm pretty sure there's more of them. And kill these guys and get some purple moss clumps, which are pretty good. I'll read it after we get to a safe area. Soon. Because we want to head this way, touch a bloodstain. By the way, bloodstains show how a person died, but she was obviously got eaten by by one of those grass guys. And now we need to sprint past that thing. That thing in there is a Titanite demon. Sprint. Titanite demons mainly use magic, so run around its back. It'll also chase you after you, so be careful. It uses lightning attacks and is weak to lightning. Use that to your advantage. But, up here from the smithing is... Be wary of enemy. Yeah, they're more worrying about this guy than this guy. Because this is Andre, the blacksmith. Probably my favorite character in this game.
Well, you must be a new arrival. I'm Andre of Astora.
Andre of Astora.
If you require smithing, then speak to me.
Don't get yourself killed. Anyways, we can modify equipment from him. Reinforce weapons and armor. Yeah. You can repair equipment from him, so we'll repair our S-stock. And our tattered wooden clothes. Our tattered clothes. Nope. And purchase items. This is what makes him a direct better blacksmith of record, though. He can sell Titanite shards. Titanite shards are weapon reinforcement. Titanite shards are fragments of the legendary slabs. Titanite is etched into weapons to reinforce. These mainly now have access to weapon reinforcement, which basically boosts, well, yeah. Weapons damage and scaling. And then over here is our keys. These are key items, not just keys. So, a couple key items. Crest Vartorius. Crest opens sealed door in the heart of the forest. This crest opens a door in the Darkwood Garden sealed by ancient magic. This door leads to the grave of Sir Artorius the Abyss Walker. Many adventurers have left for the grave, but none have returned, for they have made easy prey for local bandits. With such dangers, the crest can do more harm than good in the hands of the untainted. Weaponsmith box. Tool used to etch Titanite into weapons or reinforcement. Rest at a bonfire to make weapon reinforcement possible, meaning we don't need a blacksmith in order to do this. Armor reinforcement the same. And which basically allows us to actually, reinforce our armor and weapons outside of this, but we still need to modify. And repair box, specialized mortar used for repairing weapons, armor, and grinding repair powder. Rest at a bonfire to make weapon and repair armor repair possible. Repair powder is fragile and can only be taken long. Anyways. And we have access to a ton of new weapons. And I mean a ton of new weapons, I mean a ton of bios, and also arrows too. So let's start off with the longsword. Widely used standard straight sword, only matched in ubiquity with metal sword, an accessible sword which inflicts consistent regular damage and high slash damage, making it applicable for a variety of situations. Broadsword. This wide blade of this straight sword emphasizes slicing and has no thrust attack. The horizontal sweep motion makes this sword effective against multiple enemies. I don't like using the broadsword over the longsword. The longsword's much funner. Anyways, bastard sword. This standard greatsword is normally wielded with two hands due to its great weight, usually swung in large arcs or effective against multiple foes, far from ideal when you're fighting in tight quarters. Also, there's scaling, if I should mention. CC. The only difference is really that this does 2+ damage and has shorter reach, while the longsword has less damage but longer reach and has a different attack slightly. Bastard sword is a great sword, so, you know, needs more strength. But we can equip this, actually. Really? Battle Axe. Standard battle axe inflicts regular damage, making it effective in various situations. Powerful due to its weight, but its wrong swing it leaves the wide open, so timing and proximity to the enemy must be judged carefully. War pick. Weapon hammer, attack with thrust, or hammer with large beak, shaped pommel. Originally a pickaxe designed for battle. The simple but deadly weapon hits heavy with thrust damage so that this easily cracks armor, pierces defense. Basically being a strength weapon again. Actually, no, it's a dex. Oh no, these are strength weapons again. Okay. This is an equal one, a Kestis, which is not that good anyways. Fist weapons are horrible in this game. Weapon augments one bare hand with thick studded leather. The Kestis has short reach but a quick cooldown. Amount of damage is inflicted dependent on the wearer's strength. The pike. Long spear, the very long hilts traditionally used by groups of soldiers, especially designed for distant thrusting. It has a long range for the non-projectile weapons, but the very length makes it somewhat difficult to handle. It requires good strength to wield, but can be pretty darn good as a dex weapon that requires 24 strength. What the heck? Anyways. Large weather shield. Wood shields are lighter than metal shields, but with lower physical damage reduction and reduced shield stability. Tower Kite shield. This was actually one of the better shields in this game. It has lower magic defense, but it has physical defense 100% for very low weight. And pretty cheap, too. Medium metal shield decorated with a tower of a civil protection. Standard widely used shield. And a caduceus white shield, magnesium metal shield, decorated for an ancient blue caduceus, a standard widely heavy shield. They're the same shield, literally the same. The only difference is that literally they look different. One has a symbol, the other one doesn't. Anyways, let's learn a gesture from him, which is the hurrah gesture. And let's talk to him.
Most weapons and armor are mighty sturdy indeed, but every hunk of metal has its breaking point. If you notice durability running low, it's time to repair. You can ask a blacksmith like myself, or do it on your own with a grindstone. The nice thing about weapons, they never betray you, so pay them a little respect, eh?
True.
There are two types of weapon forging. There's reinforcement and there's ascension. Reinforcement is simple. It strengthens the weapon and nothing more. A simple task for any blacksmith. Hell, you could even do it yourself with a smith box. But ascension's a finer art. It alters a weapon's properties. Ascension is the territory of we blacksmiths. A smith box just won't do the trick. Start out with reinforcement. When that loses its charm, you can consider ascension. As you've noticed, this land is flush with the mad and wicked. You won't make it through the night without employing my services.
Now, one thing you want to know about Andre, he will literally never stop doing this. But fun fact about Andre, he has a unique moveset.
Forge armor just like you do weapons. Forging armor is even easier than forging weapons. Whether you forge weapons or armor first.
There's no ascension for
That's
armor.
up to you. But nobody wants to see you go hollow.
Don't get yourself
Whatever
killed.
you better do it well.
You're a good man, Andre.
You can forge armor just like you do weapons. Forging armor is even easy. Whether you forge weapons, but nobody. So.
Alright, anything else?
Forging armor.
Alright, nothing else for him. Leave.
Don't get yourself killed.
Don't get yourself killed. None of us want to see you go hollow. I've heard that quote so many times that's kind of embedded into my brain. There is also a bonfire up here, so you don't need to walk through a dark root garden again. And over there is Sen's Funhouse, also known as Sen's Fortress. Sen's Funhouse is a name that's given to some people due to this place being a freaking nightmare of an area. But we do want to go over here, because look over there. There's an NPC. A knight. One of my favorite knights, by the way. Miracles? That's a hint, due to certain things we can find here. And stealth. Yeah. I'd quote this day. Oh.
Forgive me. I was absorbed.
Hello,
I
Sigmire.
am Siegmeyer of Katarina. Quite honestly, I've run flat up against a wall, or a gate, I should say. The thing just won't budge, no matter how long I wait. And oh, have I waited. So here I sit, in quite a pickle, weighing my options, so to speak.
Pretty hear a lot of people laughing in this game. By the way, I love you, Sigmire! I never had the purple moss clump. Reduces poison buildup, aka just cures poison. Poison builds up in the body. When it breaks down, it breaks out. It causes gradual damage over a period of time. Poison can be exasperating, but so do certain need to carry the needed quantity of these moss clumps when determined for an afflicted area. And we will use the binoculars so we can see if we can look into his face. There, there's his face. You'll never see it without it, by the way. They say miracles because Sigmire actually uses miracles, so...
Still closed.
Still closed. Still closed. I like you, Sigmire. You're a good man. Don't be slow! Anyways... the Onion Knights. Fun fact, he's actually on the, if you're watching this Let's Play, you'll actually, at the time of the recording, the current logo actually has one of the icons around the UZ is Sigmire's head. Also, over here is some good old words of encouragement. Imminent blacksmith. Because you're supposed to go here. Be wary of projectile. probably from, well, yeah, of these guys. Except you. Crossbow wielding enemy. Oh god! I like to use pyromancy on these guys. Just hit him in the face. You're already a boss. I'll probably read most of those. It's funny. Now the main another thing you want to know about this weapon is that it is really, really bad at fighting shields. Also over the but in here is the elevator. But also, hello Tower Knight. I'm gonna ignore you for now. Because yes, that is the Tower Knight from Demon Souls. Because now with this elevator unlocked, in that huge path we took, we have unlocked ourselves the way back to the undead, well, not the undead, the firelink shrine. Cool, huh? What we want to do, you want to roll onto this area, ow, my feet. But anyways, yay, hooray, we're back in Firelink. We made a full loop. Made a full loop. I'm gonna run. Because we now have another Firekeeper soul from him, right? So we have to use that. Oh, I'm really taking a lot of fall damage. I don't want to die. Please, don't let me die. We got another Firekeeper soul, right? No, we didn't. I'm being dumb. I don't know why I'm talking about the Firekeeper soul. Okay. Oh, hello there. Hope? Yes, hope. And, oh yeah, we can level up. Let's do, dexterity. Extra damage. Oh, there? Do you have anything new to say?
Oh, have you seen that terribly morose lass?
Yes.
The Firekeeper.
We'll talk to this guy and we'll
She's
sit down.
stuck
Or
keeping that
talk
old
to
fire lit.
the characters.
Sad, really. She's mute and bound to this forsaken place. They probably cut her tongue out back in her village, so that she'd never say any god's name in vain. How do these martyrs keep chugging along? I'd peter out in an instant.
You're crestfallen. Because for each area we visit,
I'm not.
or character we talk to, he has something new to say, or so with each bell. But that'll be it for this episode soon. Up to you.
Oh, miracle. I'm afraid that may be difficult.
Oh, well. Actually, never mind. We have two more things we can get before we shut down. Sorry about that. I forgot about them. We have a couple things to explore first. Activate this elevator, because now we can actually head back to the Undead Parish, the area, whenever we want. And head up here. Okay, I never rolled. Ow, my legs. Never rolled. This will take a bit, so give me a moment. These enemies will de-aggro after a bit, so... Right? No, they won't. Okay, they will not. Oh, help. 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 Help! I thought they de-aggro. Apparently not, however. I'll walk into Firelink Shrine with you. Die! Burn, you stupid enemy. Alright, I need to make it into this. I need to jump instead of actually rolling, I'm pretty sure. Alright. Trust me, I can jump. Though platforming in Souls games has never been a strong suit, to be honest. Alright. No, I never sprinted. I never sprinted, so I just kind of fell. Oops. Oh, frick. No, no. Okay, sprint behind you. Flip the stake. Out. Oh my god. Run. Run, 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 run. I think the base in my back. No, freaking. Die. Now, if you notice, we are casting a little faster because we actually have dexterity. We're not throwing it as slow as we used to. Okay, I need to actually get good at this. I'll be right back when I actually get back there. Alright. And I rolled too far and died. Okay, be right back. Okay. Okay, that's it. That's it. Okay, that's a hit. Okay. Okay, FPS problems. Okay, there we are. It's because I have the FPS so with that. Anyways, jump down here. With this, now we can get a certain item we couldn't get before in the Undead Asylum. The Floor West Key. This will drop down there to our deaths if we wanted, but we're not going to do that. So, with this in our inventory, we now actually have a new key. Well, yeah. The West Key. Instead of the East Key. Even a hero found a key in Lower Drender lured at this prison. Would he have the means or the heart to ever come back? Well, that's the answer that we are here to solve. So, head back over here. Because I do have the means to come back, and the want, and the drive. But it will require some great strength. No. Okay, bear back. Alright. Okay, never mind. There we freaking go. That only took like 20 years. There we are. Sprint up, and now we need to head up to the very top of this. Don't fall. And turn around, and there's another staircase. Up here. This ledge is nothing over there, but that very tip over here is what's important. A nest. A crow's nest. Crow big wall. And then just sit here for a bit. What a thrill, like silence and darkness through the night. I don't know the lyrics to Snake Eater, so I'll just make up my own lyrics. But wait enough time, and the crow will take you back to the Undead Asylum, flying you there with the in your hands. I probably should be holding the controller every time. Because every time the controller vibrates, I'm not holding it. Alright, welcome back to the Undead Asylum. Now the Undead Asylum has been upgraded, or updated to actually be a threat. For one, it has new enemies, these fire troopers, or undead, which are very dangerous. Use your fireballs to take them out as quickly as possible. Oh my god! Use your stick. Poke you face. Okay, walk backwards. Away! Away! Anyways, poke you in the chest, and there they go. Over here is something new. If you go over to this crow's nest... Haha, you had a crow's nest. Okay, never mind. They are not here. I guess after you awaken your first Bell Awakening. I thought Snuggly would be there. Now here's the important part. Do not, whatever I say, do not go where that summon sign is. You will die immediately. And I mean this when I say this. You will die immediately. Also beware of the hollows in this area. There are some hollows. Well, you won't die immediately, but you will die very, very soon. Like, jump back a bit for that. Kill that guy, and rest the bonfire. Thank you. No levels, but you can, however, actually, do we have any souls to use? No, but get out your thing and head upstairs. We're gonna unlock that other gate. Guys, up here, in the old arena where Oscar was, he's back, but has gone hollow. Meaning that Oscar is now a foe for us to face. And burnt to a crisp. Oh, frick. Oh my god, he can poise through. That's the dangerous part about him. Heal up, by the way. Oh my god! Again, poise. Poise hurts. Oh my god! Keep bringing up poise. Oh my god! Sorry, Oscar. May you rest in peace now that you are hollowed. Rest in peace, Oscar. Oscar will not respawn. After you kill Oscar, all that's left is his crest shield and him passing on to the afterlife. Crest shield. It is actually better than the Dragon Crest shield, which blocks more magic damage but less fire damage. And I'm going to say this magic damage isn't as common as fire damage, so actually it's worse. But anyways, Crest shield. Shield of a Nameless Knight, likely a high-rent Visora. One of the enchanted... Okay, no, the Crest Shield greatly reduces magic damage instead of fire damage. And we'll upgrade ourselves. That is the fate of one who goes hollow. And we had to put him out of his misery. That's what he would have wanted. You know? Sad as it is, it is what he would have wanted. Alright, let's get the last item we came here for before we, you know, start bawling our eyes out. Head back up here. Oh god! Forgot the boulder. Ow. The boulder doesn't do too much damage, it just kind of hurts. Okay, ow. Ow. Keep forgetting our Estic does not do that much damage. Actually... you scale better. I'm using the S-Stick. Why am I not sticking with this? Alright. Oh my god. Ow, that's why. Kill you. Fire you. You're fired! Okay. Get it? Alright, chop you to bits. Chop you to sushi. And now there's two of these guys. The Undead Soldiers. These guys will probably try to block most of your hits, so just keep fireballing them until they stop. Now they're shield get. Now they're spear then. Instead of the other guys. Ouch, I missed. Alright then. Okay, that's gonna suck. Alright. No, wrong weapon. Wrong move. Meant to. Okay. Shield break. Oh my god! Yeah. And we get a longsword for that. Ooh, actually, we'll put that more than you, because that is actually one of my favorite weapons in the game. So I will get that right away. See? Yep. Better damage, better scaling, equipping it right away. I love the longsword. It's probably one of my favorite weapons in the entire game, and I usually use it all the time. But anyway, with our West Wing key, we can open this door and get ourselves this item that was up here that we couldn't get before, which is the Rusted Iron Ring. The Rusted Iron Ring is our first ring in this game, and is a pretty situational one, but pretty darn good. Improves balancing on footing, aka in water, and only water. This ring was used to shackle the guilty. It is terribly rusted and faintly stained with blood. Those who find this strange ring to their liking will be pleased to find it's easier to gain footing on poor ground, such as swamps. Equipping right away, because why not? And also, I forgot to put a better... Actually, can we fast roll? Yeah, we can. Oh, why not? No? Might as well stick with it. Yeah, might as well stick with it, actually. It's pretty good defense. It's just slightly worse than... You know what? Actually... You. 100% defense is much better than nothing. Heal up with the shrine. And let's increase our... Endurance? No, we'll place our Vite. Actually, our attunement's probably important. Nothing each level basically increases our overall defense, which is pretty darn good. But defense really isn't too important in this game, because most of it is just percentages that you want to increase, rather than... Oh, well, that sucks. Just poke. And slash, slash, slash. Down you go. These guys can drop broken swords, by the way, if you're not careful. Anyways, I want to see if I can activate it. No, I'm not going to. Trying not to. Anyways, these guys are back, so I don't have the pyromancy unlocked. Or open. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Dark Souls. Thank you, Dark Souls. Thank you, Dark Souls. Burn the flame skeletons, or hollows. They're not scared. They're clearly flesh. They're more zombies than anything. And let's head back to the land of ancient lords of Lordran. I actually don't know where this is. We actually don't really know, because it never reveals what this exactly is. Maybe it's Majula, who knows? So let's head back to Firelink, and then end the episode once and for all. And actually head to our next area. By the way, we are recommended to be level 5. We're level 14. Alright, we're here. How to get down? There we are. And there we are. Down we go. I'm also going to keep this equipped because why not? It's a good shield. What do you have to say? Oh, nope. Okay. Hope, yes. Anyways, next time let's play Dark Souls. We're going to head forward into the Undead Burg and get a ton of stuff. And face off against our second boss. Yep, our second boss. See you guys then. Have a great day. Bye-bye.